Hello and welcome. And if you're like me, you have lots and lots of drawers of batteries just sitting around, and you wonder, so there's more batteries sitting there, and I've got this one sitting over here which has been in a cupboard for a little while, and you wonder how safe is it to keep lithium ion batteries just sitting around? What can happen to them? This one, for instance, it's gone puffy, it's gone squidgy, so you think, how safe is that? Well, in my mind, we all know the dangers of charging them. If you overcharge them, they can go pop effectively. But you're not going to be charging them when they're sitting in a shelf. So what can go wrong? Well, I think the biggest thing, they can either get punctured, which you've seen loads of videos of them getting punctured. But also, if you leave them plugged in or you have something metal around, they could get shorted. So I want to find out what happens if you short one of these. So I'm obviously going to do this outside. But before we do anything to this battery, we'll just measure it. And it's currently sitting at 12.22 volts. Bear in mind it's rated at 11.1 nominal. And this has been sitting around for about a year and it's still holding its charge. So if you have any batteries that are slightly holding a charge, they will still be charged. So this is potentially a realistic scenario. Now, as I'm going to obviously destroy this battery, I'm going to cut off this connector because I want to reuse this connector. And then outside I'll just strip the wires and short them together and just see what happens, because we've seen videos but you don't really believe it till you see it, do you? So let's see what happens. So I've made a little pit of bricks so I can keep the battery contained. I've got an infrared thermometer so I can see what temperature I record, and I'll post that up there. And right, set up the cameras and give this a go. That's interesting. Right, second attempt, number 2. Watch this cable melt. was interesting. I think what this shows is you're only going to get this problem if you have really high amperage cables, otherwise cables literally burn. Oh wow, that's very crispy. So I think we've got to do the stereotypical thing now. This battery's ruined, we've just got to put a hole in it. Wow, that is rather hot, rather crispy, and much more puffy than it was before. I'm going to run away when I've done this. So here we go, one screw, one hammer, and a set of gloves somewhere. Use the bigger bolt. Interesting, so a small hole. Doesn't seem to have done anything. These are a little bit more resilient than I thought they would be. I think that got it. So, what are we reading on the temperature? Yeah, that's quite hot. I think it's fair to say there's not much left of that. Well, there you go. That's what's going to happen if you short a battery out. Or at least puncture it, should I say.